Not gonna lie, the academic effort that I put in high school felt like a waste. So as I got into high school, I got into self-improvement. I put away the bad habits. I put away scrolling, video games, watching porn, and all of that. And I've really gotten to the David Goggins mentality of like that I have to grind every minute, every second, grind. And it really put a very big emphasis for me on academics, where I was trying to stay very dialed in into my work, into homework. Every class, I wanted the work to be perfect. I wanted to work 24/7. Like I need to study. Like I wanted to ace and really get the academic benefits that I would get finishing those classes, like knowing how to do calculus and physics. What really supported this was from my parents. Like they told me to, oh, focus on academics, you don't need to get a job. Like focus on academics so college would see you do great. And grades are really very important. You don't need to worry about getting a job. You don't need to worry about all that. And I listened to them. Yes. So I just completely dialed in into academics and extracurriculars to really show colleges of my stats. But I was so invested into academics. Like I became such of a perfectionist on like doing my homework. I was like double, triple checking every problem, and I was like studying. I was studying like literally after school because I would like take the bus, or I would stay after school for like rehearsals for band, or like my extracurriculars, tennis, or for my school competition. And then right after that, I got into studying, and I would maximize every minute. Well, I'm not trying to be like exaggerating, but mostly I squeezed out every minute or the amount of free time I had to study and to work on homework. So, for example, after a band rehearsal and before my mom would pick me up or my dad, I would be like, I have like an hour free time, so I'll use that time to study. Or even after my my school competition of like preparing. After that, I'm just dialed in, studying for a test, working on my homework. With this too, I would make like checklists, of everything I need to get done for the day. And it was mostly just academics. And you know what the sad part is? I failed the AP exams that was the most necessary for my major, for engineering. I tried so hard in my classes just to fail. And it just feels like I just wasted my time and my effort. So some of y'all would tell me that, oh, at least you're learning. At least you're learning how to learn. You gotta get the calculus in. You know some of your physics. At least you did. At least you tried. And let me get to that later. But I just want to add that even in all my classes, I maximize my effort, my energy to focus during lectures, during the times when there's teaching going on. And I see other people around me, my classmates, they're on their phones. They're they're not even paying attention and they still pass. That some of them would either pass and they would do better than me. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, what is going on? I'm putting all this effort in while these other people, they're not even paying attention. And they probably just ChatGPT the homework. Well, I use ChatGPT to help me on the homeworks for a as a resource. Don't get me wrong, ChatGPT is useful, but I'm putting all this effort in while all these other people they're not, and they're still doing this either the same as me or they're doing better as me. Like, what is this? So getting back to what I was talking about earlier, yes, I'm learning something for my major. I'm learning something for my engineering major, the physics, the calculus, the chemistry, but I'm just learning all this just to get a paper degree. So just so I can look good for my future jobs, for my internship, for my job, for my future corporate engineering job, and just to work for the next 50 to 60 years of my life, just so that corporation can squeeze every brink out of me. Y'all can tell me that yeah, I can use that, but I can use the things that I've learned to make an engineering my own engineering business, but I don't really have that much interest in that right now. Sure, I would like to get experience working at an engineering corporation, but I'm not trying to do that for the rest of my life. That's slavery. I feel like I have more potential than that. It just really hits me to this day that I put in all this academic effort to fail. Like I hate that. And I was thinking to myself that, oh, I'm down in academics while the people around me, my classmates and the people like just in my environment, in my close proximity, they were just like they were just on their phones. They were just like doing other stuff. They're just fooling around in school. And I'm thinking to myself, oh bro, they don't know what's in me. I'm just dialed in. I'm locked into my homework. I'm being productive while you guys are just fooling around. They probably have it better than me than I do. Not gonna lie. They probably reaped better enjoyment than what I had, just fully dialed in on schoolwork and perfecting my studying and my homeworks. I feel like I just turned into a robot, to be honest. Just to be a worker for a corporate job. Something seems wrong. Well, I guess me learning from working hard in school is just taught me to just be disciplined, but I don't need to learn how to be disciplined. Just it's just you have to be disciplined. That's all. And I feel like I have that potential to endure, not just waste my time just trying so hard in academics. Just want to put my thoughts out there. And for the people still in high school, more this is sometimes apply to you in college. Some of y'all don't revolve your whole identity into academics. You're more than just a statistic of a institution or a high school. You're more worth than that because your identity is in Christ, Jesus Christ. Just know that. You're a child of God. That you're such a great person in God's image. Just know that. So don't waste your life away just staying doubted in academics. It's not all of it to life that it is. It's not. Find your fulfillment in Christ because He will only fulfill you. Thank you for watching, and as always, just that self improvement. These are in the long run, it'll be better for you. God bless.